Good morning. I'm going out to Johnson Valley and I'm taking the rigs out. I go Will. Decided to go to Johnson Valley when there's not 5 million people out there. I am taking Alter Ego out. Went through it yesterday, checked fluids, did all that kind of stuff on it. Everything is good. Little single car hauler. Nothing crazy today. I will see you guys out there. It is now 8 o'clock, just pulled into Johnson Valley. It's nice living 2 hours from here. There is a ton of people here. I did not think that there was gonna be that many people here. This is just the start. The big hills over there is actually where Hammertown usually is. And this place is completely full all the way to there down this road. I'm gonna go and load this thing and find a trail. Cold start in the morning. Power on. Let's get this thing fired up. Everything looks good. Just fired right up. Love how easy my speed straps work. Super easy. So she's all unstrapped, ready to go. I'm gonna get this thing unloaded. That is how cold it is out here right now. These are my supercharger. That is my intake, 66 degrees. 45 degrees is what's coming back into the engine right now. 60 degrees is what's coming out of the engine. Trans is only 52 degrees. We need to get this thing warmed up right now. It is very, very cold. But it is like the perfect day out here right now. I'm super excited. Going out to Wrecking Ball first, and then I think Bender Alley and Aftershock or something like that. We are gonna see, this is how we do out here today. It's been a while since I'm out here. Got my dust mask on. Way different than the water and wind rock I was dealing with a week ago. Remember, we put that new trans pan in this thing, so I'm really curious to see how trans does today. Right now it's at 131, and last time when I was running this thing, it was definitely a lot hotter already. So, a lot of people out here though. It is already getting pretty fun out here. This is what we're looking at right now. Jeff's up there. You got this guy over here. He's looking winch. Everyone's already freaking winching right now. It's just nothing but carnage out here. I can tell you one thing. I take for granted these big boulders not being in the middle of trails. And I can tell you that I just slammed my front axle on more things right now than I have in probably the last 6 months of wheeling. It's definitely an eye-opener, you know, when you come out west and you're dealing with these big rocky trails like this, because you are just wheeling in rocks where a lot of it's dirt, mud, that kind of stuff, and you get like the, you know, occasional diff knocker on one of those trails. But people are already pulling winch. It's gonna be a fun day. We're like not even an hour into this trail right now. On your diff again. When you go forward, you're on your diff. Poor Tony, they put him right back on his diff again when they were winching him forward. I tried to warn him. Now you're good. When they dropped you in right there, I was like, dude, you guys dropped him in right on his diff. I feel like Jeff did that on purpose. Jeff, did you do that on purpose? What? Put Tony right back on his diff again after he pulled his winch. One of the things that I definitely learned about being on the East Coast is watch other people brake and then leave. Hey, don't worry about breaking parts. You got plenty. Not these parts. Hey, don't stack rocks. All right, I guess I better pull forward. It is definitely way different coming out with a group like this. I mean, I feel like I'm the one catching up constantly to them. So I better get in my car and go. These dudes are definitely here to party. Pull up here next to Tony and say hi. What's up, dude? Hey, buddy. Did you hear me on the radio? No, where was I was like, don't start that right now, Tony, when you pulled your winch. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be a long day.
And we disconnected too soon. It's like,
yes.
If it was easy, it wouldn't be any fun, right?
100%. I was just saying how it's so, I feel like an East Coast wheeler now. I wheel so much on the East Coast and barely on the West Coast. But it's funny because you're out there and you find a diff knocker every now and then on a dirt road. But here it's like you're on the diff knockers and it's nonstop.
The nonstop.
Yes.
And the guy in front of you goes through and it's just moved the rock and you're like, oh
yeah.
great.
You're like, that was my line, but now it's not.
Line, yeah.
All right, what trail are we on right now?
Wrecking Ball continues up around the corner and then the big waterfall's there.
Okay.
Now we're gonna turn and go on Bender Alley. I haven't been on this in a long time, but this used to be good.
Okay.
And then I'm assuming we'll go up and cut across to something else. So
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I don't know what the trail agenda is for today. But
Yes.
yeah, it should be fun.
All right, we are gonna head up Bender Alley, so we make it. We just came down off of Bender Alley. We just passed the cutoff for Jack North, I guess is what it is. I don't know. I've never been up here this far. But so far, I'm getting a little hot here and there, so I definitely need those hood vents. By the time you see this coming out, you'll see the hood vents on here. They just didn't get here because of the holidays. But other than that, everything's going good. I'm not the holdup in the group, so that's nice, because not gonna lie, I was a little worried about that. You're with guys that literally race it for fun. You know what I mean? Not even during KOH. I believe that this is the exit of Sledgehammer that we're passing to my right. And we're heading up the exit to the right. See if I can make it through there. Very narrow. See Tony do it. See, I cheated. I had rear steer. He didn't. Definitely feel a drive line, I think, rubbing on something. I'll just pretend that it's not there. Turn my radio up. Let's go shoot some of these people coming up the hill. Ooh, you hear all that? See, everyone's down there. I think Tony and them shot up that way. Here we go. Fun little hill climbs. Good to go. Tony ended up going up the canyon. I think he's either gonna back up, come up here, or he's just gonna drive around and meet us on the other side. It's a good time. It is definitely getting into there a little bit. There's not a whole lot of room. I might have to rebuild that exhaust and have it drop down right here, get away from that, because it is getting into there pretty good right now, which I think is gonna be a exhaust leak pretty soon. We're gonna get loaded up, head out.
Don't follow me, I'm going the other way around.
All right, everyone is back together now. We are good to go. That almost was a bad day.
happens. Well, it's a lot different of an obstacle now. Way to pave the trail.
I mean, it's a good thing it's a good free open use area. I have damage. I have to go home.
Oh man. You know what?
Close to be very upset. In perfect gridlock fashion, I just built a new obstacle. I mean, at least you can go through it now. I mean, if this thing can go through, then I feel like anything can go through. My trans is not happy though. It needs a drop. She was hot. Let's see what else we can find. Be good when that comes down. You're a bad influence. See that? He scratched his door, so he's trying to get me to scratch my doors. Don't worry, he has extra doors. Tell that these rocks are the size of my car. Dead. I am not dead. I mean, it was close, but I am not dead. Everything is hot though. Let's let that baby cool off for a minute with a nice breeze up here. Let's get Tommy. See, the benefit of going second is you get to kind of see the line the other person hit if it's still the same by the time they get through it. Telling me there's a giant rock under your center section. That's what I kept getting hung up on. So you either have to go high right or high left. Thank you, sir. It's not even that hot out. I'm just giving this thing a lot of throttle, not a lot of speed. I am desperately in need of hood louvers because all that heat is just building underneath. I'm pretty hot right now. They're rolling out, but I'm gonna let this thing cool down. Where you went down in that thing and then tried a couple times, you're like, fuck this, I'm not gonna smash my car, backed out. I went up through that. That whole rock is gone. I took that whole big rock down and put it in the middle. So now you can just drive right through there. I got mine though.
Did you?
Yeah, started there. and I was able to get it from dragging across that. I was able to get enough of it to hit here. I mean, this thing works way better than OG.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, it's got more wheelbase for the tires and.
Yeah, it has a better breakover.
Yeah.
I mean, the 3-inch summits though look small.
Yeah, they do.
There's a 3/4 inch bolts on 3-inch links that are. This yoke's like on the inside because I have a jack shaft.
I couldn't tell what I was getting into, but I heard all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I feel like this is one of those days that you just don't even get out and look underneath there anymore.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, like all you got to do is make it through and then make it back there.
Yeah.
And then when you get home, you'll go through it.
So now we're going over to run Z-turn. That's part of the race course.
Okay.
We haven't done it in a long time. We always pre-ran it.
Orientate you right now, that is Hammertown. That is the 44 acre 44 or whatever it is. Somewhere by outer limits or something like that, or Schooner. I don't know. I'm not super hot, but I'm not super cold. I wonder how this thing would run with 44s on it instead of 46s. I bet heat-wise would probably be a lot better because it wouldn't have so much load on it constantly. With these tires and wheels, we're around 1,500 pounds in weight. With the other ones, we're like 600. That'd probably be pretty good for us. You know, this thing's been out 3 or 4 times, nothing major. So a lot of kinks it's working out still. I gotta move that one exhaust from the driver's side away from the driveline to show that in the video what's going on there. But I mean, beautiful day for Wheeling. It's 75, 80 degrees maybe. It's in December. There's a lot of big rocks out here, big drops. I think we are dropping actually down into Kings Lido. But you tell me, what does this look like? Ever been here? Yeah? What does it look like? Good times. We had a tire get gashed. I mean, these rocks are no joke out here. They're pretty jagged. It's all granite. It's rough stuff. It's not mud. It's not all that kind of stuff.
Less pressure.
What happened?
I don't know. There's nobody behind me, and then I hear somebody on the radio. You got a flat. You got a flat. They never said who had the flat.
Oh.
And then it took about 40 more feet.
Yes.
And it turned out Big Blake here had a flat.
What'd you do?
Drove right when I should have went left, probably.
It's a classic case of a zig when you should
Just
zag.
zagged, yeah. What'd you do to fix it?
Well, you know, we just started jamming tire plugs in there until we thought we could put air in it, and luckily it was enough. I didn't want to go in or stay, but
You didn't tell them about your special technique of pushing in,
oh yeah,
back out.
we had to push them all the way, come out, and then just cut them with the razor blade because this.
So essentially, you
Yeah.
had 18 plugs.
Now I should probably invest in a decent tire plug tool.
It worked. I mean, there's like 40 Mickeys on this trail, and you're the only one with a hole in one, so.
Those have been to 2 races, about 2 years of everything out here.
So what you're saying is it was driver error.
Some could say there's a case for that.
Dude, the little freaking compressor that could.
Yeah.
Do you have a lighter?
Yeah, lighter would help.
Light that thing and vulcanize it. Spray some brake fluid on that thing. It'll go. You know, some people would say you never grew up. Jeff. You just light shit on fire in different parts of the country. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, use your hand.
Yeah, there you go.
I was just gonna see if he was gonna do it.
It's leaking.
Oh, it is leaking.
Definitely leaking.
I'd shove that contact cement in there. That compressor ain't gonna last one more fill up though.
Oh yeah, she is. She's on her cool down cycle.
Throw contact cement on that thing before you shove it in there.
I have contacts.
He's bringing it down right now. Patience.
I just put in 14 plugs in a sidewall, and you're gonna talk to me about patience?
Yeah. Hi, buddy.
Hey, how we doing?
You know what's funny is, no matter where I go, I always end up on a trail like this.
I can see that.
Well, kind of. I don't always finger tires on a trail, but All right, trade. 1, 2, 3, go. Go. It is all fixed. Jeff fixed it. Tony did give me a spare, but it sounds like he just ran out of a little bit of talent, hit a rock right, gashed his tire. But there's like 17 plugs in it holding it. So that's good. Everyone had to give him something. It was nice. I got to kind of watch. This thing, all nice and cool, man. I got sick and tired of having hoods that had the hinges right here that would tear up your liner or whatever. So I made these rubber straps like a UTV uses. And then I kept the hood latch there so that if it ever pops up, it wouldn't mess anything up because that would latch it in. One thing about big tires is it's a pain in the ass to get in. Well, it is 1 o'clock. We've already ran 2 or 3 trails. We're dropping down Z-turn and we're headed towards Kings Vito, and then we're gonna go up Kings Vito, I think. And from what I understand, it's like short but nasty. So we'll see how it goes. Let's see if this thing starts. Love that. Transit's sitting at 87, 188, and water is at 90 and 163. Just having that hood open for that long cooled that thing down that much. So that really tells you that that hood is just holding in a ton of heat. the rocks like that, it's not gonna hold. Even the contact cement wouldn't, you know, help. So they're using Tony's spare. They're gonna swap out that tire real quick, and then we are gonna go find a trail. I'm about halfway on gas, so I don't know how much longer we're gonna be out here. We'll see. So he has a bent tie rod right now. All right, go. Nope, more.
Hold that right there. Hold that.
Hold on.
It's gotta be.
Hold.
Hi. Hold that. It's
Yeah.
gotta been the other way.
It's spinning actually.
Come off a little bit. Off.
Off. That'll get you back to camp at least.
How about this? Let me get a wrench on this. If
Yeah.
I can hold it.
Okay.
Like that.
That crescent winch should work. Push down on that. Yep. About right there. All right. Go in here.
Put on the brake, Jenna.
Go. More. More. More.
Hold
More.
that right there. Back out.
It's gonna be still, so you want to go a little bit more than you're supposed to.
I want to come over here a little bit more.
Let it out. All right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
In. Oh,
Oh,
that should be pretty good. Yeah, you're straight. Ooh, that's straight.
You can see how much it was rubbing though.
That thing's like it's like new. All right, fix this tie rod. We're heading out. I'm headed over to Backdoor right now. I've never made it up Backdoor. I may not make it up today. Probably won't, but I'm gonna try. I saw 1 or 2 rigs make it up earlier. It's like, you know, some people have made it up today. I let everything cool down a little bit so I can play on it without getting too warm. I'm gonna hand the camera off and see what we can do. You're all clear. Woo! You were close.
I'm not coming to the point I need to break anything.
No. Live to fight another day, my friend.
That's number 2.
Right there.
Yeah.
All right, my Johnson Valley trip is over. Say hi, everyone. For the first time, I did not brake.